Like now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, this is Danny up here at 806 Games, and I just wanted to talk about some of the controllers, or a pretty good chunk of the controllers that we try to keep in stock most all the time. So when you're buying a system from us, of course, you're going to get a single controller with it, but we always have you ready for a second player. So we'll start with the NES controller. It's what I grew up with. Love this little dude. Typically play kind of claw style, but we always have these. Also have extension cables for them, just in case you want to sit a little further back from your television. And then we have some other treats for original NES that I'm going to show you here in a minute. We also have Sega Genesis first-party controllers. These are awesome. We typically do have the 6-button controllers, but the 3-button is where it's at for me. Just love the way it feels, love the way it fits in your hand. Moving on, the SNES controller, kind of your advent of your bumper buttons up on the top. Loved this with Street Fighter, although I do prefer a joystick. These are classic controllers, and you can't go wrong. All of these controllers, we always check them. We fix anything that we find wrong with them, sticky buttons, stuck stick, stuff like that. Moving right along to the N64 controller. This was always kind of a strange one for me as a child. Like, how do you hold it? But everybody kind of has their own way to do it. The stick on these we typically try to replace if at all possible, because Mario Party. Yep. That's an original one. We also have the Funtastic controllers in stock. We have a ton of these, so definitely come check it out if you need an extra N64 controller. Moving on to the Dreamcast controller, I've just become familiar with this one. Different kind of design. The triggers on the back take a little getting used to. Mine at home, I actually bought some of the thumbstick covers to cover that because I've never thought that was very comfortable. But great controller nonetheless. You stick your VMU in there. A little interactivity ahead of its time. The PlayStation original controller, this is the one without the analog. Where are they? They're gone. Great, loved this with Resident Evil, the tank controls, a lot of fond memories with this one. And then of course they kind of revolutionized it with the dual analog, which changed the game as far as like FPS stuff is concerned with home consoles. Very comfortable controller. They still use a very similar design to this today. With that in mind, and the Bluetooth craze now and all that, we also have Bluetooth NES and SNES controllers. We sell out of these all the time. Great durability to these, great connection. I've felt little to no lag. I own both, or one of each at home. I do like to test the product and stuff. The battery life on these are great. They go to sleep if you have to like leave it on your coffee table for a little while. And then we should also have some gameplay with the NES one in this video. So just wanted to talk about some controllers that we keep around the house here at 806 Games, so definitely come by and see us, 5701 Slide Road.